Hardy dudes and dudettes, welcome back to Custom Black Motorsports. And if you're new here, welcome. All right, this is no disrespect to anybody, but I see a lot of people out there say, hey, if I join the military and a drill sergeant disrespects me, I'm going to punch him in the face. Let me tell you guys the truth. All right, this is what happened to me. I went to boot camp 3 times. 3 times, okay? It was hard, okay? So first time I went to boot camp and it was for specialized law enforcement, military and civilian law enforcement training. All right, half the dudes there when I went to MEPS, you guys know what MEPS is, they said they're gonna punch the drill sergeant in the face if they disrespected him. It never happened. Not one time. I've seen these guys crying, tears from their eyes, full-grown ass men crying because they say the drill sergeant didn't like them or the drill instructor. All right, and then I went to second boot camp, desert warfare training. That was the hardest training I've ever done in my life when it comes to military or law enforcement or anything. This right here, you could actually die in this training. And the reason why you could die in this training is because when you wake up in the morning, all right, there could be a rattlesnake under your bed, a diamondback rattlesnake. And if you just jump out of that bed and stand up, you're going to get bit. And then you're going to need the anti-venom and then you're going to look like a dumbass, all right, for not listening to instructions from the drill instructor or the drill sergeant saying, hey, don't just fucking jump up out of bed. Watch out for the rattlesnakes. This is desert warfare training. Your life is at risk every damn second of the day. All right, and a lot of dudes don't respect that because they're going to punch a drill sergeant in the face. Never one time did I see somebody punch a drill instructor or a drill sergeant in the face in this training. All I did was see these same men that said they were going to do it cry, tears from their eyes. I didn't. All right, and then I joined the United States Army. Boot camp, same thing. You got thousands of men, thousands, saying that they're going to punch a drill sergeant in the face. I'm in the Army, okay? I respect every service, Marines, Navy, Air Force, Army. I respect the reserves. You guys had to go through some junk, all right? And if you made it, good job for you. I'm celebrating you. All right, for the dudes that think that you're going to punch somebody in the face, right, because they disrespected you, isn't going to happen. You're a nerd. You're a loser. All right, because once you realize, a lot of these dudes, like I said, this right here is honor graduate, Air Defense Artillery. I was a 14 Sierra Avenger. I'm not going to lie. I wanted to die. I asked the recruiter, what is the fastest way to be eliminated? He said, be on the front line. So that's what I did. Honor graduate of Air Defense Artillery School. And it wasn't just sitting back on the sidelines. All right, I was an Avenger. So that means I was up front. Okay, this is an honorable discharge from the United States Army. All right, good for me. Whatever, I get discounts. I'm just saying right now, anybody that thinks you're going to punch a drill sergeant in the face, all right, because they disrespected you, is false. Once you see the face of that drill sergeant, the veins sticking out of his face, once you got 5 dudes and 5 hats bouncing off your forehead, I've seen it 3 times. You don't do nothing. You're all talk and no show. You don't do nothing. You're the ones that get a dishonorable discharge from the military. All right, and you didn't do shit. You didn't accomplish nothing. You didn't even punch the drill sergeant in the face. You just cried like a baby. I watched it. I watched these dudes cry. Tears in their eyes. Once I did 1, 2 boot camps. All right, then 3. Once I got to this 3rd one, I knew better. All right, maybe good for me. All right, but I watch grown-ass men cry. I'm 18 years old, 19 years old, watching 30-year-old men cry, 25-year-old men cry, men that are older than me, talking about how they're going to punch the drill sergeant in the face, cry. They're under their cot. They're under their bed, crying. They're crying. But you're going to punch a drill sergeant in the face. It doesn't happen. Anybody thinks that that's true? And even if you do punch a drill sergeant in the face, let's just say that. Let's say you punch a drill sergeant in the face. You don't survive. Okay? You can't call the cops. You can't call nobody. Your ass is grass. All right, you're done. So you got a little lick in, which usually never happens. Like I said, I went to boot camp 3 times. I spent my entire military service overseas. All right, and I've never seen a tough guy punch a drill instructor or a drill sergeant in the face ever. Not one time. Not saying it doesn't happen. All right, but the dude doesn't get away with it. He usually gets his ass folded up like a piece of paper. That's what usually happens. If you think you can mess with you guys don't know what a drill instructor and a drill sergeant has to go through. They don't live a regular life like everybody else. Okay? And a lot of them do steroids. I'm just going to tell you that right now. Hey, a lot of times they don't test for steroids in the military. You get your ass folded up like a piece of paper. Literally. How are you going to mess with a dude? His stamina is like 3 hours long, and your stamina is like maybe 10 punches. You're not going to survive. I don't care. I don't care what you think, who you think you are. You just do not, you will not survive. You will not punch a drill sergeant in the face. A lot of these nerds out there, they really believe, okay, that they are tougher than they are, and that's not the truth. I realized really quickly with all my credentials, and we can go a lot more, okay, over here, that people are not as tough as they say they are. All right, and that's the truth. Anybody thinks that they're going to join the military, all right, and you're going to be a tough guy, you can be a tough guy, all right, but you're not going to be tough against these other guys that have been in for a minute, just to let you know. All right, it's going to be worse than Japanese origami, okay? Your ass will get folded up. I watched 6'7", 300-pound dudes get folded and flipped upside down by 5'4", 170-pound drill sergeant drill instructors. Absolutely. Absolutely, 100% happens. All right, 3 times. Boot camp. I went to boot camp 3 times. All right, and I've never seen in those 3 times, all right, 1997, 1998, and 2000, I've never seen in those 3 times anybody punch a drill sergeant. I have seen them, try to be disobedient, but they just stand there, all right, with their eyes face forward and their mouth closed. They don't say nothing while the drill sergeants are bouncing a hat, literally bouncing their hat. If you ever seen a drill instructor or a drill sergeant's hat, bouncing it off their forehead and they're not doing nothing. Right after they said they were going to punch a drill sergeant in the face. Oh, you dudes are funny. Yeah, go ahead, try it. Join the military. See how tough you are.